Today is Wednesday, October 6th. It's time to readdress issues with the militia in the state of Michigan and in the United States in general. Without the people, we have no hope of recapturing what is legitimate government in our states and in our nation. People of all walks of life need to support the militia. They need to support monitoring and reporting on the crime and corruption in our local communities. I know this kind of goes against what a lot of people think. Voting in a new president might fix our problems, and to be honest with you, I was actually impressed with Obama's campaign in 2007, 2008, before he was elected, because he said all the right things. And if one thing is been made clear, it's that these lies and broken promises by our politicians are what's keeping us trapped in this system. We need to rediscover ourselves, folks. I know a lot of us don't vote because we've figured this out already, but it's we have to do more than not participate in it. We have to get active. We have to get vocal. We have to report on local crimes. We have to make sure that there's accountability at the local, county, state levels, and that will, in effect, correct the issues with our federal problems, our federal government. You don't have to be a paramilitary person to participate in the militia. The militia needs your help, regardless of your age, regardless of your religious beliefs, regardless of your political beliefs. What we have to do is address the crimes being committed by our officials, and that's really the only way we're going to rectify what's going on here in our county, state, and federal governments. Anyways, if you're part of a group right now that refuses to address these things, you need to take a good hard look at those calling themselves the leadership. Because if your group is disinterested in the fact that the Michigan Supreme Court is actively participating in the abduction of Michigan children, you're not on the right team. You're not. Okay, I know a lot of you work hard, you train hard, and you want to think that you're participating in something that's going to potentially become the solution for us, but you have to spend some time learning and getting to know exactly what's going on. And if you're blindly following somebody, you're actually not serving the cause. Not to belittle your efforts or anything, because this country and this state and our communities appreciate your effort and your commitment. But it's time now to ask yourself if you're participating in the right places. So, I've made it abundantly clear, if you watch my videos related to the Danny Austin case and related to the Michigan Supreme Court's creation of court rules that deprive respondent parents of due process rights in child protective cases, and the fact that it is pretty scary information, and these aren't my opinions, folks. This is what's being done by the Michigan Supreme Court, and it's very important that we take a look at and address these issues, because they are the issues. I mean, mortgage electronic registration systems, stealing Michigan homeowners' homes when they don't have standing. They don't have a position in the chain of title, And our Michigan Supreme Court has ruled that they don't have standing. Our Michigan Appellate Court made that decision that MERS does not have standing to foreclose on Michigan homeowners. The banks didn't like that. They filed for leave for appeal, and their leave for appeal was denied by the Michigan Supreme Court, but the Michigan Supreme Court overturned that decision because they needed to stop the flood of litigation that was coming. And these are the things that we as the militia in Michigan and in the United States need to be paying attention to. I mean, how much more information do you need? I mean, how much worse does it need to get before we actually start addressing some of these issues as the people? And in a cooperative, polite and friendly, peaceful means, we have to start addressing these things. Anyways, more later.